Hi everyone, hope you're well and welcome to my channel. I just want to quickly say, I want to talk about the Islamic gang down London on Saturday. From what I understand, Nick Tanconi was there doing his, the leader of UKip, by the way, Nick Tanconi was doing his demonstration. He had his banner up saying, Islamic invaders not welcome. Listen. They aren't welcome. They aren't welcome. Islamic invaders aren't welcome. At the end of the way I see it is, if they're coming to our country, you respect our country. You respect our flag. You respect our country. They were there saying, okay, they were all masked up, okay? You could literally just see like their eyes probably just about. They had everything covered, their mouths, the lot. Why do they need to feel the need to cover their faces? Nick Tanconi hadn't had his face covered, neither did all the people that attended his demonstration. No one, not one single person had their face covered. Why do they feel the need to do that? So we have our government wanting multicultural in this country, and this is what we're getting, right? And there's absolutely no media coverage on this, absolutely none. What happened on Saturday? They were down there saying this is the message from Tower Hamlet. They're saying this is our streets, okay? They were saying it was their streets, so they were there doing their talk out of their megaphone, saying that this is their home and all mussed up. Our brothers, we are here to stand out in our own area. This is Tower Hamlet. So they were there actually blocking all the roads. They were there doing their prayer. Their prayer is there for intimidation. It's there to claim their street, to make out as if, oh look, you know, this belongs to us. We're going to do our prayer. No one's going to stop us. They were literally doing it right outside their mosque. They decided not to do it in the mosque, and that they were going to do it outside. They literally blocked off all they stopped the cars from going up and down the roads. What was the need for that? Why would they feel that they needed to block all the roads? What was the need for that? There was absolutely no need for that. Absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I want to read out some of the councillors that are actually part of Tower Hamlet. You've got Kabir Ahmed, you've got Mushak Ahmed, you've got Saeed Ahmed, Shafi Ahmed, Suluk Ahmed, Sabina Akhtar, Bobrul Chaudhry, Ghulam Nibna Chaudhry, and that's just a few that I've read out. There's actually a lot more. And this is what we're having. We're having Islam, Muslims taking over council positions. So they're literally wanting the whole of Britain to become a Muslim nation. We're not a Muslim nation. We're a Christian nation. But this is what they want. They want it to turn it into a Muslim nation, so that we no longer own Britain. They actually want to own Britain. They want to take over. They want to own Britain, you know. And our government is allowing it to happen. They have no interest in stopping it whatsoever. I'm actually quite furious with them, to be honest. Even though I feel this way, doesn't change anything. They literally don't care how you feel. They don't care that we feel like our nation's being taken over. They don't care that, you know, they just don't care. They're not bothered whatsoever. You know, that our nation's being taken over and wanting to be ruled by Muslims, you know, when this is this is a Christian nation, you know. And I don't have a problem with different faiths coming into Britain. I really don't have a problem with it. That's not what the problem is. The problem is, if you want to come and live here, that's absolutely fine. But I don't want you to come and take over, and then you want to bring Sharia law in, and then you want to bring in your culture, and you want Britain then to turn into something that isn't Christian anymore. That's not what I want, you know. And I think that's what a lot of people feel the same way. You know, Bob yesterday had a tin of baked beans thrown all over his face. You know, but Antifa, you know, we have these Antifa lot doing stuff like that. It's absolutely disgraceful, you know? And they're allowed to get away with it. Like, the police do nothing. They do nothing to stop these people. Literally nothing. They just get away with whatever they want to get away with, you know? While the people on our streets are the target of whether it's Antifa or these Islamic mob coming all masked up. While people just want to do a peaceful protest, you know, and they're not allowed to. Because the police are refusing to do anything about it. They just stand there and just watch, you know. And this is what we're having to deal with, you know. It makes me absolutely furious, it really does. Anyway, that's all I have to say on the matter today, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye bye.